Hey guys, Brady here, and I just saw the Equalizer 2. So, this movie takes place. Actually, I forgot. I'm not sure if it takes place. I don't know. It's a sequel to Equalizer, to the 2014 movie, starring Denzel Washington and Anton Fuqua. This is their first sequel. This is uh Denzel Washington's first movie sequel and first sequel to anything actually, and this is Anton Fuqua's first sequel, or can't pronounce his last name. But Anton Fuqua, he is such an underrated director. Training Day is really good. I like Shooter a lot. Um, I haven't seen Southpaw. I heard good things about it. I want to see Southpaw. Um, Olympus Has Fallen is a really good throwback 80s action movie. Um, Equalizer and Magnificent Seven remake is really good, and then Equalizer 2. Um, this movie is good. It's that there's some subplots that kind of bog the movie down a bit. There's this plot involving Denzel Washington and this kid named Miles. He's like he wants to be like a gangster or some shit, but he also wants to be a painter. And there's like graffiti all over the side of Denzel Washington's apartment building, and he pretty much hires the kid to like paint it, or the kid pretty much hires him. So it's like, hey, I can paint, and so Denzel Washington's like, all right, paint the wall back, take the graffiti off, and yeah, and it's a pretty good subplot. It shows like the more fatherly side to Denzel Washington's character. Um, and it was a really good touch to the movie. Um, and I loved how that subplot pretty much just wrapped up. It was pretty much an ongoing thing throughout the entire movie. There's also another plot going on with his friend gets killed. Not sure if that's a spoiler or not. But the person puts up a really good fight. I mean, they literally almost kill the people that try to kill them, and they wind up dead anyway. But it was a really really cool fight scene. Um, didn't think it would last that long with the character like that, but it lasted, and it was pretty cool scene. Um, it does take a bit to get into. Beginning the movie is kind of slow. It takes a while to get into the movie, and then once the movie is once the movie starts going, once the movie like not once the movie picks up, it never lets go. Um, I mean, yeah, there's some like really cool like Equalizer type scenes. Uh, where Denzel Washington is kicking ass. Those are like sprinkled into the movie, but the first half hour or so of the movie is just kind of slow. It doesn't really pick up to maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, and that kind of let me down. I mean, I enjoyed the first movie a lot, um, and I think this movie isn't as good as the first movie, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a terrible movie. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, it's not a great sequel. It's a really good sequel. It's just not as good as I was hoping it would be. I mean, this was in like my top 10 favorite movies of most anticipated movies of this year, and it was just a little above average. There was this really cool fight scene at the end. Um, Not really a fight scene. It's just Denzel Washington going around killing goons, and it takes place during a hurricane, which is creative. I've never seen a fight scene like this take place during like a bad weather, especially well, maybe bad weather, but I've never seen it take place during a fucking hurricane. So the fact that the whole entire ending took place during a hurricane was pretty cool to watch. Really cool scene, really creative in my opinion. Um, or was it a tornado? Actually, no, there was no funnel. So it was a hurricane. It's a hurricane. Really cool scene, especially how it ends. Um, right, the ending is pretty much the most graphic part. Um, yeah. Um, this I don't know. I was gonna go like 2.5 at for this movie, but that last scene like pretty much made the movie for me. So I'm gonna give Equalizer 3 stars out of 5. Um, too many too many like things that like bogged the movie down in my opinion. But other than that, it's a good movie. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a little above average. Um, so let your girl go see Mamma Mia 2, and you can go see Equalizer 2 by yourself. Everybody wins. Yeah, they're pretty much the same length anyway. One's like 10 minutes. I think this movie's like 10 minutes longer than Mamma Mia. But yeah.